sorry. Just gotta get a better view. Take that chair up. Welcome back. Welcome to my channel. Somebody's in the void. Somebody's in a very dark space. Something about a portal. Trying to go into a portal. An opening. You need to surrender. Surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy. Ancestors now. Spirit. Calling from the energy of the Most High God to please come into this message. Help me deliver the messages that I need to deliver to the STARSEED children at this time. What is the message that they need to know? Devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Connect with spirit. Know that prayers are very powerful. Come from a space of love. Come from a space of love, Starseed children. There's that door opening for you. Yes. The seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to the light. Coming out of the darkness into the light. You are seeing things. You are remembering your gifts. Know that you've done this before. Know that you have done this before. Know that this is not new. Everything that's behind the veil, you are seeing it. You are awakening. And you are awakening to your powerful potential. And know that prayers are very powerful. Come from a space of love. Welcome to my channel. My name is Jeanette and I am a high vibrational being. I am also a starseed. Please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to my channel if these messages resonate for you. Always channeling messages, always for the highest good of all. I thank you all for being here, dark and light energies. Know that I am a sovereign being. And I am a seeker. I see things. I am also, okay, I can't say too much, but I live in this earth, but I'm not part of it, okay? Learn how to be human in the world, but not of it. We came here to learn and release everything that no longer serves us. You are a child of the cosmos. Know that you are intelligent. Know that you have the universe within you, starseeds. Connected to Egypt. What's the message for the collective spirits, ancestors, galactic family? Look at this. Portal. You are going to that portal. Decide whether you want to walk through it or you want to stay stuck. It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness and face your true north. face your true north. If you understand your birth chart and you know how to work with your birth chart, you know that your south node is the energy that you have to learn and move forward and let go and forgive, and then go to your south node. Go through that portal. Whether you, I'm going to read the messages to you guys because I think it's very important. At this time, I've been seeing a lot of upgrading my, how you say it? It's a lot of upgrading in my spiritual gifts. Can't speak on it too much, but there's been a lot of upgrading, and I know it, and I see it, and I feel it. And I'm very thankful. Be thankful for your lessons. Portal. Doors are opening for you. Your thoughts are extra powerful for you right now. Planets are aligning. The timing is right. The universe is saying yes. You have the Midas touch. Your hard work is being rewarded. This is a time when you can reap the rewards for efforts made in the past. It is also time when you can achieve a lot. Great leaps can be made. Extreme transformation can occur. Great distances can be traveled in a short space of time. You're swimming with the cosmic current of life. What experience would you like to have? What do you want to create? What new adventures would you like to manifest? Be conscious and clear with your emotions and thinking. Projects that you've been working on are coming to fruition. Things are full of bloom. It is time to take your harvest and taste your well-earned fruits. When this card comes up in the spread, it is sure sign that the effortless change is possible. If you've been looking for a sign, this is your portal into the new reality. Now it's time to make big changes. If you've been guided to switch things up, you're extremely supported right now. Use this energy to jump on in. You're encouraged to go through this portal and know that you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Embrace your weirdness, Starseeds. We're different. We come from a beautiful line of loving entities, loving beings. The world is full of people who, no matter what you do, just don't like you. But it is also filled with those who love you fiercely. They are your people. You're not for everyone, and that's okay. Talk to the people who can hear you. Don't waste your precious time and gifts trying to convince others of your value. They don't ever want what you're selling. Don't try to convince them to walk alongside of you. Not everybody is on your path. Not everybody's on this path. You'll be wasting both your time and theirs, and will likely inflict unnecessary wounds that will take precious time to heal. You're not for them, and they're not for you. Politely wave them on and continue your way. Sharing your past with someone is a sacred gift. Don't cheapen it by rolling yourself in the wrong direction. Keep facing your true north. Pulling this card means you are being called to embrace your uniqueness, to your own weirdness, to let the world see who you really are, to reveal your multifaceted, multidimensional nature, not to dim your light according to who is in your presence, to your own all parts, to own all parts of yourself so that your people, the ones who are the same kind of weird as you, can recognize you when your path is crossed. Embrace your weirdness. I know when I first started this channel, I called myself an alien. And who cares? I'm different. I'm not like everybody else. You may be connected to Egypt. Maybe a star keeper. You never know your gifts until you open yourself up. Let's see what else they want to tell you. Breathe the cosmos. My will to die. Micromanaging the universe. Breathe. Learn how to breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. Learn how to release things that are no longer serve you. Breathe. Let's see. When we rely on our own will, we're micromanaging the universe and resisting the nature flow of life. We're not trusting the mysterious breath of life. We're rejecting the greatest cosmic intelligence and relying instead on your own personal strength. When we do this, we find ourselves tempting to blend things to our will. We spend our time enforcing, pushing, and living from a space of trying to. Everyone around us can feel it, and the universe too. You're being called to stop micromanaging the universe and trust the breath of life, to surrender to the greater will that God has for you, to move from my will to thy will. When you surrender to the greater will of life, you begin to dance with the rest of life. When you bow to the great mysteries and say, please use me, please show me the way. Little by little, you find yourself living your most fulfilling, authentic life. When you surrender your personal will, when you relinquish control and release the way you think things should be and surrender to the greater will, you find yourself being led. You begin breathing the breath of life. Say to yourself, place this card on your portal of your heart and whisper the following. I am willing to stop relying on my own strength and personal agenda and instead surrender to the breath of life. Dear God, help me move from my will to thy will. Please lead me. Please show me the way. God is trying to show you the way. Surrender to the Most High God. Surrender, and you're open up to your divine being self. You are an empathic starseed. You are very empathic. Karmics. Nothing better to do. Any other message for Star? You're empathic. You feel energy. We, the Hathors, deep love, mother milk, birth as a portal. Hathor is here, who was here at one time in our lives, and their spirit is still alive. They are still with us. Birth is a portal that ushers in new life. The Hathors are here to remind you that you are a child of the Cosmic Mother and you are being called to be held by her deep, never-ending love and embrace. This is a tender, nurturing card reminding you to receive the deep, deep love of the Mother's embrace. The Hathors know that the journey on earth can be rocky and lonely at times. But you're being reminded to rest more deeply in the Mother's arms. This card is a card of extreme potency, of femininity, of creation, and of birth. You're being called to mother yourself and others too, to surrender to the sacred femininity, to create and surrender to your own creations, to hold and be held. You are being called to remember your place in the web of life and to realize that the Cosmic Mother is watching you every step of the way. You may be going through a transition right now, deciding whether to go through that portal or not. You're feeling energy. You need to surrender and know that you're not for everyone. You're being called to remember your place in the web of life and to realize that the Cosmic Mother is watching you your every step of the way. You may be going through a transition right now, moving from one way of being to another. If so, you are being reminded that you're cradled in a sacred container. Know that you're protected. Know that you are loved. Know that you are being guided. That you're more held than you can possibly imagine. You can have access to more love than your heart can bear. If you're struggling in any way, you are being reassured that things will work out. Open yourself to receiving the overflowing love of Cosmic Mother flooding towards you from every direction. Let it stretch your heart. Accept love into your portal. Heal your heart. Accept the Mother, Cosmos Mother, protecting you. Say, I allow the deep love of the Cosmic Mother to wash over me. I'm loved. I'm held. Activate your heart. Your heart may be activating at this time. Know that you will survive this. You're just going through a transition. You're just going through an awakening. You're ascending into higher consciousness. Know that you will survive this. It could be very scary, but know that you will survive this. Look at the ancestors. They are here. Star Keeper. You're a Star Keeper. Let's see. You're an ancient keeper of the stars, here to anchor and seed your light in your unique way. You've likely been incarnating on Earth for some time, dedicated to an era of awakening and bringing about a long-awaited shift in the planet's evolutions. We're at a tipping point now. The survival of Earth and all its species is coming to a head. It's going through a transition. There's changes being made. The more grounded you remain during this transitional period, the more helpful you will be. The more you tend to the flames of your own heart, the more love you'll anchor onto this planet. The wisdom of the stars is imprinted in your soul. The more soul fragments you call home, the more this wisdom is seated here. You will be called to be in different places in the world to anchor this light. Perhaps by taking a trip or living in a certain location. Know that if you're a starseed, you will travel the world and anchor this light into the collective, so that way you're healing the planet and you are healing others with your light. You may find yourself experiencing awakening symptoms. The more grounded you remain, the more stable Earth energy will become, and the less reactive humanity will be. You're here for a double mission: to grow as an individual and as part of a larger collective that's bringing out a shift in frequency. Trust that you can be in the world but not of it, and lead a truly glorious, beautiful, loving life. Just know that. Know that. I acknowledge that I am a star keeper. I choose to anchor my light and stay as grounded as possible. Go outside into nature. Go sit next to a tree. Let go of the things that no longer serve you. Go into meditation. Learn how to breathe. Learn how to release things that no longer serve you. Learn how to open up your heart and forgive those who have hurted you. Learn how to forgive yourself. You're a beacon of light. Know that you come from a divine being, a very powerful creator who created everything and everyone in this world. Never judge people for who they are. We're not here to judge nobody. We're here to help and be at service to the Most High God. Know when you are in the sun, you are receiving light codes. You are, and when you lay down on the ground, you are, how you say it, healing, receiving energy from the crystal grid. Do you know there's a crystal way, way, way down from Earth that is very activating and very loving? Receiving transmission even when you go out into the night and look at the stars. There's energies that are transmitting cosmic energies into your being, into your, but you have to be in a space of receiving, of love, compassion, and doing the work that you need to do. We are creating a new earth. We are creating an earth that is full of love and not of WAR. A world where there's leaders that is going to be put in places that is going to benefit humanity, that is going to share their gifts, who is going to have compassion, who is going to have love, who is going to serve God's children. No more greed. No more WAR. That's the world we're creating, where everybody's treated equally. Everybody's treated with respect. Everybody's treated with love. Everybody's treated with compassion and understanding. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like me, but I will respect you. That's how. You don't have to agree with me, because it's not everybody's going to agree. But be very respectful. Remember your soul plan. Remember, you will remember your soul plan. The fated life versus destiny. That's a message for you. You will remember. When you go through your awakening, when you go through this path of healing, you will start to remember. There was a moment before you were born when you chose the conditions of the life you're living right now. When you plotted out these exact moments along the timeline of your life. We live in the world of free will, and therefore these moments become our destiny. Only through saying yes. The fated life is the one we were born into. The destiny is the one our soul chooses. There's a difference. And it takes courage and faith. If you pull this card, it's because you're likely now face to face with the choice to follow the destiny life over the fated. You're walking that path. You're being called to walk that path. If you choose to, it's your decision. It's your free will. To keep walking the perfectly laid out path before you, or choose the one less traveled. You may be facing a change of career, a new relationship, a difficult decision, or something else that requires courage and faith. You are being invited to remember your soul's greater plan and to surrender. Surrender to it. When you're confronted with a path that's undefined, it's normal for doubt to rear its head. In fact, this is a certain sign that you're facing your soul's greatest plan. Every hero in his life or her life journey comes eye to eye with doubt. The only way around it is through it. It's all part of the larger plan. It's all part of what are your souls being called to do? To surrender your soul's plan. What is it that is being called for you to surrender? Is it a job? Is it a relationship? Is it a place? Is it a thing? There's something that you need to let go at this time because it's not part of your soul mission. It's not part of your destiny. It's not part of your destiny. Last card. Let me see. What's the last card? This is it. You got the love. You got the love. Hadronian energy, codependency, boundaries. We have to place healthy boundaries in every relationship that we have. You got the love. Know that you got the love. The Hadronians are believed to be the beacons of pure, divine, unconditional love, who sees love in all people and situations. As a result, they can find it hard to have boundaries, interdependent, healthy relationships, because they only see the unconditional nature of those they meet. The lovers of the cosmos, they dive in fast. They're here to learn how to love what in a separate body, to learn to love self first and then establish healthy relationships with others. To remember that love seeks is already within them. To remember that the love they seek is already within them. That they truly do have the love all on their own. The message of this card is to review the ways you may need to establish healthy boundaries. Perhaps you're in a codependent relationship in which you may be losing your sense of self. It is common for starseeds to dive deep into relationships, particularly with those who feel safe and familiar at a soul level. Perhaps you're in a relationship in which gives you more than you receive. Or perhaps there's certain volatility to it, and you're always unsure where you stand. This card is assigned to do a relationship review and see what energetic agreements you made, consciously or unconsciously. To acknowledge it, acknowledge if there are relationships in which you feel anxious or powerless, in which you do not like, in which you don't feel safe to be relaxed or just be you. To access if there are any places of inadequacy that you've used the relationship to soothe and cover up. Do you lose yourself in relationships? If so, how can you develop a deeper love for yourself? How can you love yourself? How can you find unconditional love for yourself instead of finding it within somebody else? Don't seek love in others. If you're not healed and you need to have the energy needs to be balanced. The frequency needs to be balanced. Not one can have more than the other. What kind of relationships? What kind of boundaries do you set in your relationships? It's not about looking at your partner's phone, because when you look at your partner's phone, you have no faith in yourself and you have no faith in your relationship. There's something that needs to change. People shouldn't be looking in their partner's phones, checking on them 24/7, where they at, what they doing. That means that you don't trust your partner. That means that you're not in a safe space. That means that there's codependency. That means that you need to heal your inner child who has been fragmented, and this has been done since your past life. It's embedded in your DNA. You need to heal that so that way you could love yourself and find unconditional love within others. You need deeper healing, deeper cellular healing. This is Arcturius energy, physical and emotional healing. You need to heal yourself. There's a lot of healing that needs to be done. Your body knows how to heal. Healing is your natural state. Physical and emotional disharmony can be a reflection of how the world, inner and outer, has been out of alignment. If you're suffering from a mysterious or chronic illness, don't allow yourself to think you've done something wrong. Today is difficult to navigate our health. If this card has made its way to you, you're being called to focus on your healing in the practical ways, to prioritize your health, to be kind and tender to your miraculous body. You're able to heal yourself. You don't know how, because I'm here as a living experience of everything that I went through in my lifetime, coming from near life death experiences into this place at this moment, and know that our bodies are able to heal when we heal ourselves. When we nurture ourselves, when we release things that no longer serve us, when we eat healthy, when we are not codependent on any kind of substance, to give yourself the grounding and care you need, to put your body first, to nurture yourself as you would a newborn baby, to treat yourself with tender loving care. You may be called to switch things up in your body or to your emotional well-being, to call in a team of helpers to support you in navigating any challenges you may be experiencing emotionally. The Arcturians are a galactic group of beings who have mastered deep cellular and emotional healing. They want you to know that it is possible to feel vibrant in your body and well in your skin, to have your cells return to everance and vitality, to find calmness and contentedness, to have a soothed nervous system and a tranquil heart. It is so beautiful to have a tranquil heart. I speak from experience. I used to suffer from anxiety. I used to suffer from depression. I used to suffer from my mind, mental. It was more of a mental, how you say it, control thing. But once you balance your mind, your divine feminine, your divine masculine energy, you have control, you have balance, you heal, you are I can't even I mean it's very, very powerful, the beings that you are. Know that you are able to heal. You are a child of the cosmos. You are a child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. Know that you are connected to everything there is. As it is above, so is below. Know the powerful being that you are. You are a child of the cosmos. There is a miraculous force that governs all of life, an intelligence that tells flowers when to bloom and the tides in the season when it comes and go. That intelligence is within you too. It was there before you drew your first breath, and it will be there beyond your last. It is the part of you that informed every cell what to do when you are in your mother's womb. It is harder to resist the force than it is to surrender to it, because Earth is a planet of polarity and free will. It is easy to forget that this intelligence exists within us. So often we become disconnected from the pulse of life and fall into the patterns of believing that we're separate, or feeling that we need to go it alone. We can feel isolated, as if we need to figure things out for ourselves, to rely on our own strength. You are being called to remember that the intelligence that's within each and every one of your cells, to remember that you are a precious child of a loving intelligence, wisdom, strength, flow qualities there ever were, are, and will be. And to remember that if flowers know exactly when and how to bloom, then you too. How can you surrender more deeply to the intelligent flow of life? Give yourself that chance. Give yourself that opportunity to open up, to release your mind. Let go. Let go of systems and things that no longer serve you. Connect to the Most High God, who is this intelligence, wisdom, this strength, this flow, this quality of life. You deserve it. Starseed. 7 sisters, birthing new creations, the tapestry of life expression. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Star Seeds. Thank you, my cosmic family. The 7 stars are here. The 7 stars is this. It's so funny because I'm reading a book. I'm reading the 7 Daughters of Buddha. The 7 Daughters of Buddha. It's a very, very good book. And I think I'm going to share some of the wisdom and knowledge in my next reading, in my next message. Because I tap into other people, religious belief. It doesn't matter. I'm not closed-minded. I'm open to learning. Every how you say, every religion, learn about God in different ways. But there's only one. There is only one. There's only one God. That yearnings to be woven, new consciousness that is longing to be breathed into life. If you draw this card, you're being called to surrender to these creations, to usher the new era of consciousness, and to do your bit in weaving the web of life. This is the card of the artistic and the midwife. You are being called to ponder questions. What wants to be birthed through you? What new creations are whispering in your ear? What beauty are you being called to make? Be your own creator. Create from a space of love. Know that when you create, it's going to manifest. It's going to manifest into a beautiful brand, even a business, even whatever you want to create. Creativity and intuition comes from the same sacred place. They occur when we find ourselves flowing with the rest of life. Earth is reowned as a planet of manifestation and creativity, and yet so many of us have forgotten how to create. People have used magic to create illusions. People have used magic to create chaos. People have created these blockages for divine beings to step into their power and be able to create this beautiful cosmic knowledge that you have within your own being. Know that you are a child of the creative most high God, and then you don't have to lower your standards, lower yourself into doing things that is not of God's way. It's not a lawful way. somewhere along the line, we have stopped seeing ourselves as artists, as creators, as poets, as musicians, as dancers, as leaders of the world, positive judges, people who take oaths and stand in for the people that are here to work in God's favor, not to keep people stuck, to elevate people. Perhaps you're being called to surrender to a creative project, such as a new business or a book. Or perhaps you're being called to weave beauty in your home or in the way you cook. When you cook from love. And when you cook with love, you cook, oh my God, I can't tell you how when people cook with love, it goes straight to the soul. The soul knows when somebody cooks a good dinner. Regardless of the end result, you're being called to express yourself through your creativity, to surrender to the creative projects that both scare and excite you, to find a new way to weave beauty back into your everyday life. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter. You could be any age. You could become your own successful story. To find where there's creativity, spirit, and soul are present. And the world needs those qualities more now than ever before. There are people who are losing their positions because they were not able to use their positions for the right reason. It was a scheme, it was a scam, it was sacrifices, it was injustice. It was injustice, the things that these people have done on a collective and on a personal level. I speak personal because I speak from my experience. I speak collectively because it has done collectively. It's a lot of injustice. People have taken their power. Bankers, philanthropists, the directors, musicians. They didn't serve God's purpose. And God is going to make sure that those positions are open for God's children. And they have to come from a space of love and compassion when they receive these positions. And God will test you to make sure that when you take these positions, you're not using it for your benefit. God knows your heart. God knows your heart. These are Lumerian Oracle cards. These are messages for the Starseeds. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. It wasn't a karmic reading today. It says here, the sounds of the universe. This card signifies those pivotal moments that transcends belief, remind us of a greater reality, and influence us that life will never be the same again. Having your world shaken up, what we're going through right now, even a little can invite a closer glimpse of the great mystery of life. There are ways to peek behind the veil of the mundane, ecstatic dance. Spiritual exploration and creative pursuits are just a few. Aim to imbue this awareness in your everyday existence so you can avoid the sudden wake-up calls. Listen to the hidden music, harmony, and wonders of your multi-dimensional world. Very activating. This is very activating. This will activate your DNA from within. If you are aware of this energy and if you accept it, there's a lot of abundance. There's a lot of crown chakra activation. You are connected to the universe. I see the flower of life, Metatron. It's a lot of activation. Starseer. You have you ever headed towards a specific destination, but instead of it being where you ended up, the journey was the catalyst for getting you where you were meant to go? Have you ever felt nothing was working out as planned, but then it came together perfectly? This card depicts intuition as a goddess lifting us to see where we are going and the stars she sees in us. But the outcome is better than you thought possible. Let the serendipities unfold. Allow space for unexpected opportunities, even when the route is not as directed as you imagine. Listen to your intuition and know that you got this. Trust your intuition. Trust your guidance. Trust your goddess within you, whether you're male or female. You are a creator. You are a starseed. You are a seer. You are able, I'm getting Jacob's ladder. You see him climbing the stairs to his own stardom. Intuition is on fleet. Very powerful. Surrender. 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 Trusting that we can achieve more by losing control. By losing control can take great courage. Sometimes the most constructive way forward is to stop forcing things into being rather than allowing, inviting, and drawing a project into being. Something about a project. Somebody wants to start a project. Somebody's thinking about a plan. Somebody's thinking about a book. Somebody's thinking, do it. Begin it, because it's going to be very successful. Your singing, your songs, your drawings, your artistic ways, your, how you say, you could be a dresser, your cooking. Whatever you are being called to do is going to be very successful. Climb that ladder. Go through that portal. Know that you're able to go through that portal. 222. Go through that portal. Know that you are connecting. Know that you are powerful. Know that you're going to be successful. Don't listen to those naysayers. Don't listen to those negative people. Don't listen to any noise outside yourself. Go within. Always go within. Know the power that you hold within. You are very powerful. I feel it, I see it, I sense it, I know it, and I know that you are capable of becoming that star that you have within your soul. Rather, the energy here is of frustration, as if you're pushing something heavy up the mountains and gravity. Go with the flow. Use this awareness as a guide when you start to detour from your path. When control is released, so too is resistance. Loosen your hold on reins and know the universe will catch you. Trust. Let the great mysteries unveil themselves. Trust in God. Trust in the Most High God. He got you. Trust in the universe. Trust in the energies that you work with. When you work with fire, when you work with air, when you work with water, when you work with earth, when you work with these energies, they give. And when you work with them from a space of unconditional love, they give. When you work with the Most High God, He protects you. He makes sure that you will never, ever, ever go without. Trust and believe. I mean, when you have faith in yourself, when you have been through the trenches, when you have been from the bottom pit of the barrel, when you have come out from that darkness and you come and you start seeing the light, you start seeing your growth, you start seeing your potential, you start seeing everything that is possible. And when you see it, you're like, oh my God, it's like this world is magical, but it's God. It's really God working with you. It's really God. Healing. Healing. The Lemurians were healers, naturally intuitive. I know. I come from Lemuria. I have a past life in Lemuria. We were very loving, very caring, healing shamans, naturally intuitive, and accustomed to navigating energetic based realities. We all have a natural healing ability that are advanced, and when we deepen our energetic awareness, when we perceive the world beyond the more well-known senses, beyond the five senses, because they say you have five senses, we have more than five. We start to receive information and wisdom different from that which stems from intellect, tapping into a life force consciousness and using this abounding energy alongside focus and intention, we realize that anything is possible. Extend the margins of your awareness. Revisit a situation from a broader perspective or higher vibration. With a focus of healing, perhaps the issue is simply an outdated or limited perspection, placement. You have the ability to align a fresh new timeline inspired by wholeness. So yeah, let me two more cards and then I'm gonna call it a read. I'll be back later with a new message. I brought new cards, more cards, so. Earth. Wow, Earth. Earth signs could be significant: Taurus, Capricorn, Virgos. No one can hold you away from nature, can. Mama Nature is a powerful healer and transmuter of dense energy. She takes in your out breath and transform your woes if you can allow her to surrender. Surrender. To lie in her grassy arms and be embraced by her branches. She is so loving. All the experiences, those categorized as good and bad, are part of the natural cycle that allows for the continuation of life. If you know, we cycle spring, we cycle fall, we cycle summer, we cycle, and you know, the trees, their leaves dry up, but then they come back again. Nothing ever dies, everything evolves. Everything evolves. Trying to suppress or control will bring you out of harmony. Nature is all around you. Notice her. When you feel like no one else can hold you, she can. Water is very healing. Water, if you go by water, and I'm getting emotional. I don't know why. I'm getting emotional. But when you go by water and you sit there and you talk, your emotions, you're cleansing your energy. When you sit by the sun and you talk, you're healing. When you go in Mother Nature and you sit by the tree, you feel the energy of the ground that you're sitting on, and you're being embraced by the love of Mother Gaia. We have to be very conscious of the energy that is around us. And knowing that when you work with these elements, they are loving. But when you work against them, they know they work against you. Know what goes around comes back around. Make sure that the energy that you're putting out is energy of unconditional love for yourself and others. Because people work with nature. They work with the elements of the water. And we know what you're doing with the water. And we know with the spirits that you work with the water. And we know the spirits that you work with the air. And we know with the spirit that you work with the fire. Okay? We know those energies. And those energies are blocked from divine beings, of being tampered with, because we are sovereign being and you have no right to do that. No right. You don't have no right over our children. You don't have no right over on a collective scale either. They think that life is a joke. Life is not a joke. Yes, you can have fun with it, but don't make mockery of the Most High God and His creation. Water. Thank you, Spirit. Elements. The water elements, healing elements. The being in the picture has many hands, and yet water falls through her fingers. It blesses her in the moment it touches her radiant skin and continue its journey. Her heart is also overflowing with love. Her eyes are filled with tears. She gracefully allows what comes through to move her without control. Aligned with the purpose, she is overjoyed to give from this limited space. And she radiates so much light in the world. Give more from a space of overflow than obligation. Even when we think we have nothing to give, coming from a mindset of overflow creates more of what we want. It doesn't matter. You don't need to have $1 million to make somebody smile. You don't need possessions to make people happy. All you need is love, unconditional love. When somebody is down and out and you inspire them to move, that they are able to move forward in their life. You give them that talk from a space of love. You made that person their day. You told them how beautiful they are. You told them good morning. You acknowledge them. You ask them how they're doing today. Be at service to God and not a hindering to this world. Come from a space of unconditional love, and you'll see the blessings that you receive in your life. I love you guys. This is my ending of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the message. It came from a space of love, and know that you are beautiful creators and you are able to create. And I will be back with another message. Thank you. Enjoy your afternoon. Go out into nature, hug a tree, drink some water, drink lots of water, and love yourself. Namaste. Bye.